What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. Dame, you want to say what up?
Yo, what up though?
I'm throwing off. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. I got like three things on my mind. Trying to get the content together for the show. I got a page up that I need to close out, and then trying to get the show started all at the same time. But we here. We're in the building. It is Monday, October 30th, 2023. We are just a couple of months away from the end of the year. We're only a month and a half away from winter. Man, this year has gone by so fast. So, what's going on, Dane? Oh, I think Dane's watching a game or something.
Jared Goff
Um,
just threw a pick six.
yep. So he's watching the game for sure because I don't know what he just said, but
Interception by the bad team, by the bad guys. The good
oh,
guys
okay.
made a mistake.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we're gonna have a great show tonight. We got some random topics to discuss tonight. We're gonna be doing a Let's Be Random show, mainly because we've been doing a lot of serious topics, a lot of great topics, those great topics, and we got a couple more lined up for y'all in the coming weeks. But we decided to do something a little more fun today, a little less serious, and uh, you know, go over some things that we've been either discussing on the GFT Join the Conversation group, which make sure you get over there and do that. That's over on facebook.com/groups/GFT Join the Conversation. Make sure you join in on the fun over there because we always have great topics, great discussions, some debates as well. So you definitely want to get over there. We actually just did a promo post. Some folks posted some of their businesses as well as their endeavors that they're into, and definitely a great way to show some love to the business owners in the group. But other than that, we usually have great, social commentary, great topics about relationships, about business, about family, about
Hey,
everything. So make sure you
first
guys
dates.
go over there and check that. Huh? What was that?
First dates.
Oh, right, right. We're about to talk about that tonight. So, yeah, that, and then we also and make sure you guys go like, follow, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get alerted to all our shows. Because not only tonight, but on Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing a show with Chevy talking about Loki season 2, episodes 3 and 4. Looking forward to talking about that because it's been a wild ride, especially this last couple of episodes. So looking forward to that conversation. So make sure y'all hit that notification bell so you can be alerted to when we do our next show. And but in the meantime, feel free to comment. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you want us to talk about tonight. Like I said, we're going to be real random tonight. We're going to have some fun. We're gonna just have a good time. So you know how we do it. You know how we do it. In the meantime, make sure y'all get some merchandise. I got on the this, that, and the third from one of our former co-hosts, Smooth. This is one of his favorite sayings. So make sure you guys get over there and purchase one of those shirts, or make sure you get any other logo apparel that you like over there at gftradio.creator-spring.com. All right. And, all our websites, socials, and all that can be found on gftradioshow.com. Trying to keep this extra light on my face. But yeah, make sure you guys go do that and listen free on demand 24/7 to the podcast on the listening platforms that you like, your audio platforms that you like. But like I said, in the meantime, we're going to be talking about some random topics. Do you want to go straight for that one? Go straight to the.
Wait till the queen gets here.
Oh, okay. Well, in the meantime, I do want to give a shout out and a RIP to Richard Roundtree. He recently passed. Definitely one of our black icons in acting and stage and definitely
Shut
had,
your mouth.
had some iconic characters and everything. Um, I believe he was 84, if I'm not mistaken, and 81. Sorry, he was 81 when he passed back on October 24th. But yeah, he played John Shaft in the black exploitation film Shaft, as well as it had 4 sequels. So definitely, and a TV show, four sequel movies and a TV show. So definitely iconic character in Shaft. He was also in a few other movies and TV shows as well. Definitely, laid the foundation for a lot of actors and actresses of color, and being able to give his all to that industry. Another person that recently passed that I just heard about, the guy that played Bull on Night Court, Richard Mole. Man, I didn't realize that he was 80 years old already. But yeah, Richard Mole just passed on October 26th. Rest in peace to him. I was a huge Night Court fan. Loved Bull on that show. I'm not sure what else he really did, but that was a standout role and everything. So, if you were a fan of that show, I think I was back in the 80s and 90s when that show was out. But yeah, he was instrumental in that show. And but yeah, he just recently passed at the age of 80. And then finally, a more recent death, which just happened a couple days ago, was Matthew Perry from Friends.
Saturday night.
You said Saturday night?
Yep, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, he was 54, really young. So yeah, he passed away. So that actually segues into an RIP to him as well.
Richard Mole.
I'm sorry.
Richard Mole. What was I going to say? Oh, Night Court cast members. There's only 2 surviving members left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Marshall Winfield and John Leguizamo. Yeah, John.
Oh, Leguizamo. He was in that.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I did not know. I probably knew it, just didn't remember. I know that he's been in a lot of stuff that he wasn't a huge actor for a long time. He was did a lot of bit parts, but he eventually got his big break.
No, not Leguizamo. I'm sorry, Larroquette.
What is it?
I can't pronounce. I'm butchering his name. It's Larroquette.
Oh, John Larroquette.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was still alive. Damn.
he's in
My bad, John. I thought you passed a long time ago, but okay, John Larroquette. And
he reprised his role. He's in a reboot of Night Court now.
Right now?
Yeah, they rebooted Night Court.
When did they do that?
I
think they ain't making this stuff up. I ain't never heard about no Night Court reboot.
I'm looking at it right now. I actually seen it. It's not as funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the drawback of a lot of these reboots. Like what's your thought on these reboots anyway? Like, are they worth it? Are they helpful to the originals? Like, do you think they really have a place in
what they just do what they usually do? What they just need to redo what they usually do is rename it, retool it, and use the same, I guess, tune it up for modern times.
Mm-hmm.
But don't reboot anything because it doesn't live up to the name.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of what they call it shows don't really have they were canceled for a reason. I guess that's the biggest thing for me. Now, some that weren't canceled for a reason, by the time they decide to come back and wrap back around and do them, the energy is gone, or the excitement is gone. A lot of people just don't really. Oh, Frasier, that's the one I'm trying to think of. Frasier just got a reboot, right? Not a reboot, but it's a continuation. So the Frasier sitcom, and if anybody's not familiar with that, this was the Frasier Crane. He was originally in Cheers. It was a spinoff of Cheers. And he got a show called Frasier. I forgot how long it was on. It was on for several years, and then they ended it. And then I don't know if it was last year or this year, they brought it back for the streams. And I mean, the previews look mad boring as heck, like real boring. It's supposed to be about him rekindling his relationship with his son, and yeah, it looks super boring. So I tried to start it up, but I ended up was like, you know what, I'm not gonna try to get into another TV show. I'm not a big TV watcher as it is. I got enough to do with Marvel TV shows. I'm watching Weeds currently from Showtime.
Wow.
Early 2000s Showtime show. I'm trying to finish watching that. I got another show I'm watching, and then I'm supposed to try to start The Chi as soon as somebody can get me a password to the Showtime network. So, I think that these what they call it, these reboots, they definitely sometimes they're good, but a lot of times they're just they just don't hit. And what we thought was funny or was interesting in the past, isn't as great as it really was. And then like I said, the ones that have had some kind of impact on our lives, the reboots don't bring that energy back. So I feel like it's just one of those things where they could just, a lot of these shows they can leave in the past. I can't really recall any reboot. I mean, I'm sure there's probably one or two out there, but I can't really recall any reboot that I felt like was like, oh my god, this reboot was the best thing that ever happened to this show.
To your point, when things they cancel a show I used to like, Heroes.
Yes, I loved Heroes.
And they brought it back like years later. They are Heroes Reborn, but it was like it was too late, too long, too late.
Yeah, it was it, and that was the thing. That was it wasn't even I feel like it wasn't even that long between Heroes and Heroes Reborn. I feel like it was only like a few years, but like you said, it was still too late. It was like, the energy and the momentum that they had created just didn't, carry over,
Right.
I just think that they lost that opportunity. They missed that opportunity. It was a great show though, man. I love that show.
Another show they redid was Roseanne. Now it's a
Now
comedy
the
show.
Roseanne reboot, I think I heard was actually good. That one, I do remember watching a couple episodes and I thought it was good, and I was like, wow, this is actually not bad. And I think I heard later on that a lot of people really liked it. So maybe that was one of those outliers that they kind of broke that mold of like terrible reboots. But again, that's far and few between. It's not always the best thing. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of Matthew Perry, I was just watching something on his death. They didn't find any drugs on. They think he does a cardiac arrest, but when you take
Okay.
drugs like he did, it's going to be like you're going to have that in your system. Like
Right.
drugs take a toll on your body. It's just going to catch up to you sooner or later after decades. So
Right.
unfortunately, even though he was clean, you know, his lifestyle at the time just caught up to him.
Yeah, so that's what was going to bring me to this right here. Um, it was, I definitely am a big person of don't say bad things about dead people because they're not here to defend themselves. But then again, oh, thanks, Keela. I'm sorry, I didn't even see your comment earlier. But then again, this was an interesting post because one, this is posted by a media influencer. If anybody's familiar with the character Funky Dineva, Quentin Layton, he's on the TGI Friday or TG, whatever the name of their show is, TFG, TGIF, TGIF, TEAGIF, on the TGIF show, and they what they call it. They what is this on my thing? I can't get rid of it. Anyway, they had a post. He posted this, and that was the thing. It was like, one is a little soon to be kind of going after somebody that's there, but in a way, this isn't really a shot at him being dead. Like this one person says up here, when it was Whitney, it was a different story. They put it out there, and in the news they were saying he died in a drowning accident, but in a hot tub, right? And so I think a lot of people were like making the assumption that he overdosed, making the assumption that there was drugs involved, making the assumption that there was something more going on here. And I thought that was interesting because it does feel like kind of a protect your, they're protecting the image. This is what he said: complexion for the protection, trying to protect the image of somebody, versus, and we've seen in our situations, or people of color being immediately blasted like, oh, they overdosed, or oh, they were involved in this, that, and the other. I mean, a more recent one, Whitney's not the only one. More recent one was Michael K. Williams. Immediately following his death, they put out there that he had drug issues, or that this was possibly a drug overdose and things like that. So it definitely felt like a kind of a cover up. What do you think?
I'm sorry, say that again. You broke up. I heard noise in the back.
No problem. But yeah, no, I was just saying that. What do you think about the whole thing of was this really a cover, them trying to cover for Matthew Perry because he's white, instead of immediately assuming drug involvement, or even putting that as a possibility? Do you think that was not brought up because of his complexion versus where you see
I don't think complexion has
been different?
I don't think complexion has something to do with it, or anything to do with it. I think because about all these other actors and stars die of drug overdose is out right away, and they're Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe because it's a feel-good story of somebody who's trying to overcome a drug addiction, and he was open about it.
Mm-hmm.
That might be one, or two, is nothing to cover up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything doesn't have to go always to the negative.
Right.
And it's good. It's nice to have a good feel-good story that somebody actually trying to clean up their life. Like, we don't want to see everybody fail or fall, unless you're just an evil person.
Right. And the way I had looked at it was definitely more of, I felt like, one, it could have been a possibility of like you said, a heart attack or a seizure or injury or something, and they were trying to figure that out. I looked at it like more, like you said, from a non-sinister point of view of like, oh, they're not sure yet, so they're trying to investigate, figure it out, but they know that the immediate cause of death is overdose. But when I overdose, sorry, is drowning. But when I saw that it was in a hot tub, I definitely started myself to think like, was this an overdose? Because who just drowns in a hot tub? But then somebody else mentioned to me that it was definitely, or it definitely could have been an issue of issues with his health, and the fact that when you have certain health conditions, you're not supposed to be in hot tubs. They can bring about things such as heart attacks, as issues like what just heart issues in general, but other things can pop up, and it's quite possible that he may have either even just had an accident. You can fall, and then you end up falling into a body of water. No matter how deep that body of water is, you can have something like that happen and end up passing away. So there's so many aspects to that I felt like, well, they probably still could have been not saying, because it's not purely, it's not readily evident. And like you said, like one thing I knew about was that he had alcohol addiction. I didn't know anything about any kind of drugs or anything. So I'm thinking like I really don't know any alcoholics who have ever drowned because of a night of binging, but that could happen too, you know. But you know, he like you said, as far as I had known, he was over that. So who knows? So, but like you said, I mean, like the other person was saying in the comments here, you know, I think it also could have just been, you know, his popularity. He was a very popular person. Somebody either PR for his team or PR for the police probably were like, you know what, we're not going to say anything about this just yet because, you know, why speculate when, you know that this person is so well liked, you know, and somebody might take offense or that kind of thing. So I definitely feel like it could have been partly that. So.
Then to look on the dark side of it, who wants to hear about this and know something that they see somebody like him trying to overcome it, and you know you can't overcome it. You know they already say alcohol and drug addiction. Drug addiction is a disease. It's something you cannot really get over. And to see
Mm-hmm.
something like this happen to somebody who's well liked will draw a lot of negativity toward it. Like they'll just like there's no way we can get past this.
Right,
I mean
right.
I mean they already say when you're in it, sometimes you still don't know that you're in it. Like when you're in
Mm-hmm.
the midst of it
Right.
and of whatever you're going through, and to have drugs and alcohol keep coming up is an ongoing battle with any addiction. Doesn't matter if it's drugs or whatever you're just overindulging in. It's
Right.
always gonna be part of you. So I guess
Yeah.
that's part of why they really don't want to talk about this particular story or this guy because he was well liked, not because he's white.
Right, right. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And you know, and that's the thing. It's like I don't know if even liking somebody liking you, um, or not somebody, but the general public liking you enough to be like, you know what, this is worth covering up, right? You know, because like you said, it's gonna come out eventually anyway. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. So I wanted to do a game, and I was trying to find one real quick that the two of us can play since we're still waiting on Sunny to come. Um, you know what? Let's play something that we both can be involved in. Uh, let's see here. I think this might be one we can play. Let's see if we can do this one so I can get this
Oh, sure.
ad off the screen. Um, but yeah, and oh, so the other topic I wanted to discuss. Um, let's see here. Okay, I got it up. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're gonna play a little quick game of Hangman.
Would you rather?
All right, all right. Dame, you gonna go first? This game of Hangman.
D.
Say it again.
D.
D is in Damien. There we go. All
Nope.
right, I'm gonna go with E. Oh nope.
A.
Okay, okay, okay. No repeating letters. No repeating letters. No. Okay, okay.
E.
Oh wait, wait, wait. Is it alphabet? Nope. Dang. B
B.
is in boy.
Yep.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna go with M. Okay. M. M was a letter.
W.
W. Nope. All right, I'm gonna go for.
He did.
I know, right? R. Dang. Oh man. Dang. All right, we're gonna play one more. Okay, famous brands. You wanna go first?
F.
All right. I'm gonna go for L. Okay. All right. Got us on the board.
E.
E. Okay. Dame came through with the E's. All right. I'm gonna go with P. Nah, dang.
R.
R. Okay. Nope. All right. I'm gonna go with T. Nope. What famous brand is this?
I.
Nope.
He's dead.
M. Ah. This is about to be something. What? Oh, that's crazy. You know what's crazy about this? I was just talking to somebody about some New Balance shoes, bro. That's crazy. I literally was just talking about that. Do you ever had some New Balance before?
No.
I've never had them, but you know when we grew up, New Balance wasn't cool. So you know, which is crazy to me because so many brands that were like not the cool brands or not very in, and like they Puma for one. Puma, we used to get beat up for wearing Pumas.
K-Swiss.
K-Swiss, I think was like so unknown to us in the hood for so many years, and people just wasn't feeling them. And then they got popular, right? In what, the late 90s, early 2000s?
99.
Probably not popular anymore. Like,
you know what? It was funny because when I worked at the shoe store, I kept seeing K-Swiss everywhere after that. It was like growing up, not K-Swiss, but as an adult or emerging adults, that's when it came into play.
Right. All right. Keela said N. I'm gonna go with the N. Oh, nope, no N. Sorry, Keela.
Oh.
All right, going with the O. Nope. All right, I'm gonna go with a J.
Dang.
Nope. He really about to die out here in these streets.
K.
We're just gonna do the alphabet in the middle. That's all we're going for. Let's see. I'm gonna go with a B. Oh, okay. Occupations. Let's start with the letter B.
Occupations.
S.
Butler.
Ain't no Butler, but maybe you might be right. And Keela said S. All right, I'm gonna stay safe with Dame's thing and say Dame made me do it. T. All right.
L.
Nope. Dang. Butcher. Oh, the butcher's coming. Dang, Dame, you made me lose, man. Dang.
Wow. Stop blaming black people for your problems.
I tried. Man. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the join the conversation group and pull up a topic.
We can go back. We can go back to my new name, as my wife will call me.
What's that? Oh, the pot stirrer. So actually, to Dame's point, he definitely stirred the pot with a couple topics, and one was like a viral topic that I think was
two different groups.
Huh?
Just one topic, two different groups.
Oh, right. And this is the reason I want to bring this up, because in the other group, we're not going to mention their name, but in our group, join the conversation group, it definitely got some people heated against each other. And we don't condone, arguing and violence against each other in our group, but, good heated discussion is okay. Definitely don't mind it. I have to say 100. Definitely don't mind it, but, it definitely started some stuff. But in terms of our the other group that we're a part of, that one, the discussion was interesting to me because there was a lot of doubt in the post, and I thought it was weird to me that they were so much doubt, especially from women. Um, excuse me. So this was the post here, and it was sparked by the big debate around a viral meme of a young lady who claimed that she didn't want to be taken to to Cheesecake Factory on a first date. And so then this post was made where a young lady, or not a young lady, but a group of women had supposedly, actually, let me open this in a whole new tab. Do it this way. All right. There we go. I wish this lady wasn't on here because I don't know who this is. Anyway, so this list was made by, supposedly made by women who felt like they needed to let men know where they shouldn't be taken on a first date. And, of course, people took some offense to this in terms of some of the content in this list or some of the places in this list. They definitely didn't agree, were not date worthy. But in terms of if this list was legitimate or not, that began a big debate. And what Keela even says, I'll go to them places on that list. And so I definitely started to look at the list and try to analyze, like, okay, what's really on this list and what's and what's legitimate. And there's quite a few items on this list that I wholeheartedly agree are not first date worthy locations to go to. And I think that was the thing that some people were missing, because I mean, even Keela saying that she'll go to some of these places. Yeah, she'll go to those places, but the question is, do you feel that this is a legitimate first date location to go to when it comes to where you would want to go to meet up with somebody you've never been with before, or that you are trying to get to know, that kind of thing. And I think that that's where this list does hold some validity and some what they call it, some not only validity, but some weight in terms of, like, you definitely shouldn't take a woman on this kind of first date, especially if either let's say that either they're not comfortable with you, or they don't know you like that, whatever the case may be. I think it definitely has some it holds true for a lot of people. Keela says, I went to 7. Are you saying you went to number 7, which is on the list? It says your house is number 7. Are you saying you went to number 7? Because I mean, for a first date, a lot of women are not going to somebody's house on a first date. Like that's definitely. And vice versa. Say it again, Dame.
And they're not going there to their place, and they're not bringing them back to their place.
Right, exactly. And I think that that takes some. She says he cooked dinner, bought wine because he didn't have a babysitter. Okay, so I guess that's the question. So no, that's another question. Actually, Keela, thank you. You just brought up a great point. I'm going to star this comment because I want to come back to this one because of the second half. But the first half is, did you know this person prior to going out on a date with him? How long did you talk to him, either on the phone or through text or through, before you decided that this was an okay date to do because he didn't have a babysitter? I think it's very commendable of you to have done the house first date, but I also feel like it's commendable more because you allowed him to be able to adjust through or you made an accommodation because of his situation. I think that being nice enough to say, you know what, you can't get a babysitter, this is what you can do, hey, I'm with it, and I think that's a good reason, that some people might go ahead. Oh, she says that nope, she just met the guy through Facebook dating. So hey, commendable to you, because I know if it would be one of my daughters, I'd be like, no, don't go over that. Don't go over that person's house. No, you don't know them. So I definitely, am first date, not at the house. No, but that's a personal thing. Keela says personally she would do it, but I feel like that a lot of women, especially women, some guys too, because honestly, I actually had a situation where a woman invited me to her house as a kind of a first date, and I told it wasn't a first, I think it was a second date, but I told her no, I wasn't comfortable with that because one, I don't know her like that. Two, it was a situation where I was where she lived, it was like really far from my house, and I felt like I didn't know the area well. It was a lot to it, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely felt like it was not a comfortable situation. I just felt like I'd rather be somewhere central, somewhere neutral. I told her I would pick her up. I had no problem picking you up, and we can go somewhere else. We don't need to be in your house. I don't know you like that. I don't know your people. I don't know the area like that. Not to be shading anybody's area, but in certain places I just don't like going.
It is what it is.
I just don't like posting up at unless I'm comfortable with that person or comfortable in that area or whatever the case may be. But yeah. Keela said, I admired the honesty. Food was great. It was a cool day. And I mean, sounds like that worked out. That was nice. And then she says that the point of dating for me is conversations and getting to know. And that's why another one of these items on the list I thought was not a good idea, because movie night and where's it at? The movies, going to the movies, not good first date. No. I mean, unless you've been talking to this person for months and months and months, or whatever the case may be, going to the movies for a first date, that's not a good idea. Going to the movies on a second, third, fifth, eighth, 24th date, that's fine. You know this person now. You've gotten to talk to them. You've gotten to get to know them and all that kind of stuff. And going to the movies, now y'all can enjoy something that y'all both enjoy, either being at the type of movie or the movie itself or the actors. That's great. But your first date and you're still just getting into the conversations, because you can't talk during the movie. And if you do, you're gonna be looking like a butthole. So,
No, I wanna that's an iffy one for me. Because if you have something planned before and or after the movie, maybe that could be a talking point to see how y'all feel about whatever.
I can see that, but most yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I mean, it's if you're I mean, I can see it as a possibility. I still don't agree. I still don't feel like it's a good idea. I don't care if y'all went to coffee and to dinner and then was like, all right, we're about to go to the movies. Still no. Like no.
That's on the list too, coffee.
So that was one that I thought was
weird.
No, not weird. It was one of those preferences, because I think in this day and age, in 2023, once again, because of items like number 7 about the house, and Keela says she'd agree. I think she agreed with my thing about the movies. The thing about the coffee date is that I see that a lot now, because there's been this social media push to be more accommodating to either cheaper or less intense first dates. And I agree that it makes sense, but I also know that there's a lot of women who are like, no, I'm not going to a coffee date on the first date. A lot of women that are like, no, I would rather do something more thoughtful or more involved or whatever the case may be. And I've definitely seen the comments out there where women are definitely turning down coffee dates. I saw it was the funny thing was I saw a post where somebody mentioned about, oh, a coffee date would be a great first date, and a bunch of women were like, no, I wouldn't go on no coffee date. He being cheap, he being this, he being that. And then there was a big chunk of women, and especially up under this couple of comments, saying that they wouldn't do coffee, but they would do ice cream. And I thought it was cute, but it was funny because I was like, almost the same thing, but they thought it was a little more thoughtful. if it was like, oh, let's go to a ice cream shop and get sundaes together and have a discussion there or something like that. And so it was like be different, and I think that was a consensus I've seen in a lot of posts, was that women want you to be either different, thoughtful, or consider their preferences, right? That was one of the things too.
Now I take offense to that. What about our needs? What if I'm lactose intolerant? You didn't think about that, did you?
Yeah, I mean, they got lactose-free ice cream, Dane.
I know. I'm just
not arguing them. Stop being cheap. Go buy the lactose-free ice cream.
But to be honest, part of it is I'm being cheap because I don't know this person. I don't know if we're going to like each other. Let's see where it goes first. Then I'll spend some money on you, really.
So that I want to debate right quick, because somebody posted that in one of the groups. I don't know if it was our group or the other group. And I felt like that was a cop out. Like, that to me is a cop out.
Yep.
And not to say, and see, I'm not going to disparage another man and his choice, but I'm going to definitely disparage that choice as not being a good. It's an excuse to me to say, oh, I don't want to spend money, or I don't want to do this because I don't know this woman like that. What? Nah, bro. Nah. You just being cheap. Just say you cheap and leave it at that. If you want to be cheap, say you cheap. Don't try to use these weird. That's so weird to me. I don't know this woman, but you want to take her out though. If she was gonna let you have sex, you'll be fucking right now. I promise you that. I promise you. If she was gonna let you get to know her pussy, you'll be like, bet I'm on it. I'm telling you. So I think it's a weird cop out to say I don't know this woman. I'm not gonna take her on a date. Like, that's mad weird to me.
And you know what? The same thing. He'll keep doing her, but won't date her because she gave it up so easy.
Exactly. So yeah, so these guys that say, oh, I'm not taking her on a $50, $60, $80 a plate date because and I'm not saying you got to. I'm not saying that you have to do that. There's other non-expensive ways of taking somebody out and doing something special. The last first date I went on, honestly, I feel like I feel like I didn't spend more than $100 between the two of us together total. And I definitely don't feel like it was that much. I feel like it was less than that. But my thing is, it was a different experience. It was fun. It was unique. She had a good time. The thing is that, if you are sitting there counting what this is going to cost you over what experience you're going to get out of it, because and I'm saying this is in terms of, I had a good time because I was able to experience something different, experience something new. And she happened to be really great on that first date, and it was like, bet it was a good experience. And I feel like that was what was worth it to me. It wasn't about that, oh, maybe later we wouldn't have got to, I mean, it worked out in the end for me, but in terms of the thing of getting to know somebody, it was a great conversation starter. It was a great way to kind of introduce her to my lifestyle. It was a great way to kind of basically, just kind of get things started. And if I'd have been that kind of person, I'd be like, oh man, I don't know her like that. I'm gonna take her out for a $3 hot dog that she's gonna pay half for. Like, what? My dude, come on. Let's calm down. Guys. Okila said, I've been stood up last 3. Damn, not last 3. What's going on? Yeah, the dating pool sucks. That's why I'm glad I'm out of that, man. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I don't even remember my first date with Jasmine. But we talked about this list before I added the extra other list that stirred the pot. She was like, she enjoyed when we were recording because we did things that was different. We went to the batting cage.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the ice cream place next to her crib. I had to work one day, and she came up to my job,
mm-hmm.
and I was able to play my video games while I was out on duty in a guard booth or whatever. We played 2K together.
Oh, okay, okay.
We had fun.
You said you don't remember what your first date was?
The very first one? No. I think we went to a museum, actually.
See, and okay, so that right there. If that really was your first date, that's a perfect example of something one that was probably thoughtful, that was probably, I wouldn't say it was unique, but it was definitely not common, right? I'm sure that, and whenever you took her to the museum, you probably hadn't heard not one of us in your friend groups say that we had taken our girls to a museum at that point. So it was probably something very, very different. And the thing is, I mean, how much did you probably spend on the museum? Maybe $10, 15. Even if you went to an exhibit that was like a paid exhibit, max 20, 25 bucks. Like something like that is inexpensive, but it's thoughtful. It's a unique experience. It's something that you guys can still have conversations about. It probably opened up some conversations about a couple of things as well. That's what I'm talking about. Is that you didn't cop out like, oh man, I'm not about to go picking her up and taking her all the way to the museum, because I'm sure the museum wasn't near neither one of y'all house. Y'all probably had to go drive all the way down there, or even if you didn't drive, you probably had to still pay to get all the way down there. So the thing is that it's about bringing an experience to a person, and it's not about trying to be overdoing it. You don't have to overdo it. Now I definitely have done an overdue. I've done an overdone date before in my time. I've definitely seen people that have gone too far. Now there was that one guy. I thought he was like that. He definitely was the king of overdoing it. The one that ended up suing the girl because he took her. I think he took her on a trip, bought her clothes, did all this kind of stuff for her, and ended up with like a $10,000 or almost $15,000 first date. Like, dude, like. Now that's dumb. You don't know that girl like
that. Anything over 150, we married.
I mean, I would go over 150. I don't know about a first date, but I would go over 150, but not into the thousands. Like that's crazy, especially not on no first date. Like that don't make sense. Like, what is we talking about here?
I forgot where we went to eat though. I can't remember.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's the thing is if you made it a multi-part date, man, I love multi-part dates. That's always, it's always bomb to me. But
I know we ate and went. I think ate after the museum. Found somewhere that's Detroit. That's how we do.
Right, yeah, and that's the thing. Detroit got so much good food. Sometimes you gotta add food into the mix. When it comes to that, I just went out for my birthday, and we did an event, a really unique and fun event. I'll tell you about it later, Dame. But we did this event, and then we ended up going to this bar in the university district that I had never been to, and it was so much fun. It was like they had live music, they had really great food, all that good stuff.
Which university? Which university?
Wayne State.
Oh, Wayne State. Okay.
Yeah. It's the only university.
no, because I travel a lot. I went to Oakland a couple of times this month alone.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything out in Oakland University area?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't frequent them areas. I'll be here in the city. But yeah, so I definitely think that it's definitely it's all about preferences. But one other thing that stood out is that, well, number one, of course, I think people added that trying to be funny about that viral video. Ain't nobody turning down the Cheesecake Factory date. Let's get over yourselves on that one. But Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, definitely places I've seen, or not seen, but I've heard people say they're not going on a first date. Now, second, third, eighth dates, I'm sure it is on and popping. But first date, yeah, a lot of them are doing that. Fast food chains, come on, bro, don't take no woman to no fast food restaurant. I had a buddy did that to a girl one time. I had to look at him sideways, like, are you serious? Like, come on, don't do that.
Don't do that. Now, growing up, Red Lobster. I have a problem because Red Lobster was that.
I was just about to get to that one too. What was you about to say? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like lobster, seafood. Let's go.
Like when did Red Lobster stop being a nice place to go for a date? Man, I'm
Now,
getting
any
old
fast
or
food.
something. I'm getting old because man, that
Now,
used to be the spot. That I remember going to Red Lobster and seeing people celebrating birthdays, anniversaries.
retirement.
Oh, I did see a retirement party at one time, bro.
My
Red
uncle.
Lobster was like the spot, like it was, and it wasn't like it was because it was expensive. It was just, it was just, everybody loved it that much. I don't know what it was.
My uncle retired. We went to Red Lobster on the east side.
Yeah, but yeah, Red Lobster, that one, man. I mean, I know nowadays that's definitely one that's not on the list anymore. But why y'all do Red Lobster like that?
No, I have a problem. Now, the ones I for definitely sure, Jim, you're not gonna
Yeah,
go.
the gym. Yeah, no. Unless y'all gym rats. Now, if y'all both gym rats, I think that would be a nice, little segue. But like you said, that's definitely got to be a part of a 2-part date. It's got to be like we went to the gym, we went to the gym, we went to got smoothies, and then maybe did something else. But yeah, that can't be the only thing y'all do on that first date is go to the gym. Like that's got to be weird.
No, because if you're on a treadmill or do anything cardio wise, you can't breathe and talk at the same time.
Oh no, that's how you show off, dog. That I'll tell you. That's how you show off. I do that. I get on that elliptical. I get to talking on the phone. I get to talking to the person next. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, some people, yeah.
And how in church, how you gonna say hallelujah and still hallelujah? How you doing?
You talk to them when they say when they tell you to do the thing when they say neighbor. That's when you talk to her. Then. Bro, church for the first date, man, you got to be a wild boy to take your girl to church on the first date.
Family functions. That's like going to somebody's house actually because they don't know you.
Which one? I missed it.
Family functions.
Oh,
man. That's like going to somebody's house that you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, bro. Like family functions need to be reserved definitely for the one of you. You got you better know that person and really locked in with them before you take them to the family functions. That's crazy.
You've been dating them for forever, or they part of the family, and you're just not getting together.
Yeah, that's the only time you do that. That's the only time. See, the ice cream date was one. Like I said, that was one I saw a bunch of women saying that they would do the ice cream date, but there's gonna be some women that's gonna say I'm lactose intolerant, like Dame said. That's on the fence one where some people say yes, some people say no. The long drive, that's another one that's similar to the situation where it's like it's more of a safety thing. I think a lot of women are saying that because of a safety situation. They're like, okay, I don't know where you're taking me. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back. So that's that. Getting flown out somewhere. It sounds like a great first date until that guy leaves you stranded.
Now the ones that saying we won't do is something that what if you actually know this person for decades? Like you grew up together, y'all know each other very well. So some of these I would take on a first date if you know this person.
Got you. Yeah. Well, okay. So, okay. Now, I mean, I don't know if you want to be putting it out there like that, but I think you and your wife already kind of knew each other, right? Before y'all actual first date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that situation, if that would have been, a first date, one of these things on the list, I definitely would say that probably wouldn't be a bigger deal. Maybe I would side eye you if you did the fast food restaurant or the gym, but anything else, I would be like, okay, yeah, no, y'all know each other, so it's cool. Going to Starbucks, going to Olive Garden, going to Red Lobster, it'd be fine because, like you said, y'all know each other. It's no big deal. It's not like you gotta have conversation, even a movie date, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Even a movie date, because you already know this person, you already got something established. You know, y'all probably been talking before this. So I think in that situation it's different because it's although it's a first date, it's not the first time you're interacting in a, you know, one-on-one situation. So
like Netflix at their house or your house.
now, you know that just means you fucking right. Yeah, I hope you know that's what that means.
Not
So.
necessarily.
So
like,
yeah, we can't.
like,
you know, it's Netflix and chill, Hulu and hump, Disney Plus and pump. You know, don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
no. Like Kia said, you know, her first date, he cooked for her. She went to his house. Might be a situation just like that. Like something came up. I can't leave the house, or
I guess.
I'm just giving good examples of me. Yeah, whatever. So bowling.
Okay, now bowling, the hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, or maybe not Waffle House, but what's the last
You
one?
want to fight?
In a sports event. Those, I don't know. I think that's enough. Those are more, you know, on the fence ones that I think some women would be okay with. Some women would be okay with going bowling. Some would be okay with going to a hookah bar. Some would be okay with just going to a bar for drinks, or even going to a sporting event. You know, I know for a fact I know a couple of women who would love to go to a sporting event for a first date. Like they wouldn't have a problem with that. Not the best place for a conversation, but I think, you know, they would love the excitement of doing something like that, especially if you'd be like, yeah, I got, you know, sweet tickets or whatever, and then y'all can talk, you know. So I think that, you know, there's certain things on this list that are definitely like, yeah, I can see these being an issue to a lot of people, but also can see where a lot of people will be like, no, you know, this is good, this is fine with me, you know. So but then there's a lot of things on here that I wholeheartedly agree. Like, yeah, don't ever take a woman or a man on any of these dates as a first date. Maybe not even a second date. So yeah, it's definitely some good ones on there.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Jeez.
Man. So excuse me. Let me see if I can find the next game. Looks like we're not getting Sunny in here. Let me see. Sorry, I should have had this put together already before, but you know, I gotta. Let me see if I can find. No, that's not gonna work. What game you want to play, Dane? Which one you want to play? Want to do categories, or you want to do guess the celeb?
Guess the celeb.
Guess the celeb. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna give you a good one on this one.
But to keep it going, there was also another list for men that came up too.
Oh, right.
But it was kind of funny. People got upset over the men list just as much as the women's list. I'm just like, are y'all actually reading this list? Because some of these are just outright jokes, and people are getting extra triggered.
Right.
And I'm just like, something's wrong with you guys. Y'all need to read more, or just relax just a little bit. It's just a joke.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like one of them was he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. You can't date him.
What was that? Who?
Another one was, let me put it up. If she's single, if she's been married, if she's been divorced, if she lives alone, if she lives with somebody. It's like all these lists. This list was just made for jokes, and people took it too seriously.
Got you. Trying to see if this is gonna work. Sorry. What was the other one you had posted about? It was another one that was like it got the people going too.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Keela said, "Why was married men so far in the list?" Exactly. What up, though, Sonny? What's going on with you?
Hey, Sonny D.
She said, "Nice name." Yeah. Oh, hey, I saw that. Is that on our group? The one with the group of men, not the date.
I believe so.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the post right quick, because that was wild. That was wild as heck.
Yeah, a group of men made a list of the kinds of women you should never date or talk to. Single mothers.
I found it. Okay. Hold on a second. So let me share this real quick. So this is the list of men that don't need to be dating. And yeah, so men with toddlers. Oh, this is what I was going to ask Keela earlier about the whole situation with the guy and his daughter or his kid. I don't know if it was a daughter or son. But yeah, men that live with that live with their mama, with their baby mama, DL men that don't have a driver's license, men
that
Cash App. Like, what's up with these people that's banking with Cash App? Men that don't take care of their kids, that disrespect women, men that don't own a suit, that live in motels, that want to hold a couple dollars till they get paid, who clothes are in the tubs. At first, when I saw in tubs, I'm thinking like in the tub, like they take.
Yeah, I did too. Like, why in the bathtub?
But then I realized I do remember somebody saying that they went on a date with a guy and they ended up hooking up with them and went to their house eventually and found out that the guy was keeping his clothes in those plastic tubs and like the storage bins, like not his put away for the winter clothes, but his clothes that he's currently wearing. I was like, dang. I was like, no dressers? They was like, no, not a dresser in sight. Like, that's wild. That's wild. Get some dressers, guys.
Back to your point you made earlier. Some men are just cheap.
Yeah, some men are just cheap. Yeah.
No, but after working in retail in the furniture department, they are expensive. If you want to work on a certain budget, they are overly expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Now this one right here, it says men that work in FedEx. I'm like, I don't know, y'all got to rethink that number 16 because the FedEx guys just got their contracts renewals and they 6 figures now. So y'all better get those FedEx guys.
But that means nobody can work at FedEx because they got it for men and women's list. If you work at a FedEx hub, you can you can't date that person. So who's working at FedEx? Who's gonna get our picture?
Yeah, that was wild though. I don't know. What's up, Sonny?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
No problem. I'm trying to fix this thing. There we go. All right. But yeah, what did you think about this list, Sonny, of men that shouldn't be out here dating?
I read some of the list. Now I don't got my glasses on, so I can't see.
Okay.
But a lot of them definitely should not have been. So I really can't say. I got.
Oh, it says the Grand Rising men.
That one had me laughing because, it's for me personally. One thing I don't like that they like when guys address every woman as queen. It just
it rub you the wrong way.
So not that it's a bad thing. Some people, it's great, but yeah, that reminded me. And then number 22, men that bash women on social media for everything. It's just like, okay, definitely shouldn't be dating because you hate women and you shouldn't date them.
Exactly. You obviously. I saw another post that was related that said do heterosexual men like women at all? I was like,
because they find like they mad if we wear makeup, they mad if we wear weave, they mad if we watch certain TV shows, they mad if we dress like they're just mad. Like y'all don't like us, and so see at this point, I have a lot of them on my friends list, and I feel like this: if you hate women that bad, then you shouldn't. You should date men. Because
exactly.
apparently you like them a whole lot better. And that's okay. I need you to understand your truth, live in it, and be okay. Because if every time you're on social media you can't say nothing nice about women, and you got a mom, probably got a daughter, some of the people I know got a mom, got a daughter, got some aunts and stuff, and you can't, or sisters, you can't say nothing good about women, you don't need to date us. Go find you a nice man that's gonna settle down with you and take care of you. Because there ain't no female that's gonna be able to do it for you.
Right, exactly. So let me go back to men with toddlers. So Keela earlier said that the guy she went out on the first date with, well, not out, the guy she went in on the first date with, had her come over. He bought wine, he cooked dinner, and all because he didn't have a babysitter.
See, so, I think men with babies. See, for me, toddlers, maybe. I can't say so. For me, like this list is not factual. Like it's not a hardcore fact for me. But
yeah, right.
I believe that if you have a baby under the age of 1, you're not single.
right.
Like you just not. That's equivalent.
I don't know.
For me, that men that live with their baby mom.
If a man got a baby 3 and under, he not single. Like
that's how I feel. But
you know, fucking the baby mama. I promise you, he's still fucking the baby mama.
Circumstances.
You said what's that?
Circumstances.
Right.
It is circumstances because I understand. Like you're talking to somebody who was not with I wasn't with my daughter's dad when I was pregnant with her. My son's dad was around me. We both were single, but other than that, like, hold on, I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, I just feel like for me, I understand that, but it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It feels like for me, it feels like it's too fresh.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely I never used that as a like what they call it as like a meter for women that I dated in terms of if they were over the men they were with or not, because usually women are over the men. It's the men that be having the issues where they don't be over these women within a year or two. It's like that first year, that second year, and they got a kid too. They be trying, they be trying it. So we just lost Sonny. But the other thing about it to me though was in this Keela situation is that he let her come over while she's got a kid that needs to be babysat. I got a problem with that, and it was funny because I literally had a conversation with some friends of mine, and me and the other guy, it was 2 guys, and I think it was a girl, and so we were talking, and the girl said that she had a guy invite her. Or not invite her to his house, but like want to go on a date, and they talked about going on a date with the kid, and I was like, dang, I was like, y'all been together for a while? And she was like, no, like, this is still a fresh relationship or fresh situation. And I just thought that was so weird. I was like, dang, I was like, either he really thinks you the one, or he just wild and reckless with his kid. Like, that's crazy to me that you would bring somebody around your kid that you don't know, or you just don't know well enough. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's reckless.
Yeah, I think men are probably less likely to introduce their kids to anybody they're dating unless it's something serious. Women, I think it's not bad, but we do it early because at the end of the day, we're most likely in certain situations where we're not with the child's father, we're probably the person that has the kid the most. So it might be a little bit more trickier for us. But yeah, I would be like, wow, like I would be surprised if a man I dated do that, because I know how most are really guarded about their kids.
Right.
Especially daughters.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, definitely with the daughters. But I think just in general, I would think, men would be more, protective that way. But I keep getting surprised by these guys that are like, who cares? And they just, got every person that they dating around their kids, and this is crazy to me. Like my kids, they definitely have not met any of the women besides one or two that I've been with in the last since me and their mother split up. So I definitely was not trying to bring just anybody around them. It definitely was like, okay, this person is really going to be in my life, not just some random person, just some random date, So no, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Oh, are you saying something, Sonny?
I'm just reading the list. Men that sag their pants, men that don't take care of the kids definitely should not be dating.
That's right. Yeah. Now this what was the other one that? So the we were just talking about the man with the clothes in the tub. It was something. It was another one. Oh, the men that can't log into anything without help. That had me cracking up.
There's a lot of men. I know a lot of. I've dated men that don't know, and I crack up because there's so much that they don't know. But then and for me, I'm 40, so they got half of them like 44, 45 range, and they just sit there and they're also the people that type with one finger, and I crack up. I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
Or they no everything speaks to talk. Talk to text.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing that. So buy me this.
All right. I want to try. I want to try to play this game. See how we.
And what's wrong with the temporary service?
What was that?
What's wrong working for a temp service?
Oh man, yeah.
Truck drivers. Oh my God.
Now the truck driver one. Now truck drivers, they make good money. They make good money.
But they be out here having they be having a whole nother life in like six towns over, or 6 cities over. Then had a whole family, got married in one city, and then got a whole girl back home where you actually live. It's a problem.
Exactly. That's the problem with truck drivers. That is the problem.
I know some truck drivers. I'm not talking about y'all. So I don't know y'all situation, but I do know some truck drivers. Is this how y'all living? Let us know in the comments. We want to know.
Hey, I think they are.
No, because some truck drivers are in state or in the city. They don't have to do all those overnights and still make good money. Yeah. Now the ones that go out of the country and go out of the states every 5 days, no, those are the ones you
gotta worry about, right? But no, I think too, like now I'm like, but I've been noticing a lot lately because I got a couple of truck driving friends that have been posting that been showing that there's women out there on the road too as over the road drivers. So I'm like, does that go for them too? Do we
probably? I ain't even gonna flex. It probably are. You can help somebody and go on back to business to see them when you rolled up in town.
Right.
Especially if they single. Oh yeah, they outside.
And some of those cabs, and some of those truck driver cabs.
Men that hairlines are gone, but they keep holding on. Just let go.
Just let go. Just let it go, boy.
Some of those truck drivers, some of the trucks got those cabs in the back where you can sleep at. Some of the wives or girlfriends go on a road with them.
Mm-hmm.
Men that are Cowboy fans.
That's the one that got me.
I'm mad they definitely got married men on here. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, Keila brought that up. She was like, "Why is married men so far down on the list?"
Because they be the ones that be single as hell while married. Most men that relationships act more single than the single folks do.
Right.
But I'm gonna just mind my business.
That her and the other guy, I think she was talking about the guy with the kid. They ended up into a two-year relationship. They did break up eventually over some disagreements, but they were still cool. So that was nice. It did work out for them. But yeah, I don't know. I just know I wouldn't be with I wouldn't let somebody come over to my house when I got my kid here and I just met them. I just couldn't do it. It was funny though. So the person I'm with now, I had to end up taking her to my daughter's job, my middle daughter's job. I mean, we had been together for a little while, so I didn't really, and it was like unavoidable. But I was just like, it was so funny to me because I was just thinking like, okay, this should be interesting, you know.
I met somebody's mom on the first day because it was his mom's birthday. We had a date on his mom's birthday. And he wanted to take his mom some flowers for her birthday. So like he ain't told me I'm getting in the car. He like, I gotta make one stop. And all of a sudden mama's come to talk. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? I'm like, whoa.
Oh wow.
I haven't decided up for any of this. I don't even like people moms like that. Like, hey yo.
see that right there. Yeah, that I don't know. That one I would have been like, nah, that's I'm straight. Don't take me to your mama house on the first date. Like, no, you can go make that stop before you come get me.
Yeah.
Especially your mama is gonna come outside. Like, nah.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. All right. So I got a game for us to play right quick. I don't know how this gonna go. Y'all were pretty good at this game in the past, but this one I think gonna get y'all. I think this the one that's gonna be the one that's gonna change. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So this is a guess the celebrity game.
Oh yeah, we did something like this, right?
Yeah, but this one is a little more challenging. And this time we get to all take turns because I don't get to see the answer just like y'all don't. Sometimes I can share the screen. So give me a second. I'm sorry. So I can share the screen. Boom. Okay, here we go. All right. So we're gonna guess the celebrity. Now
you gotta make that bigger because I can't see. You forget I'm on the phone. Is that Donald Trump?
Elvis Presley.
You think it's the Don? All right, let's let.
I don't know. This the hair.
No.
Trump. No, not Donald Trump. No. What do you think, Dane?
Jay Leno.
Ooh, do look like Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. Great job, dang.
It's the hair. He said it. I knew it was somebody that was not black.
Okay, maybe you just too good at this, Dame. Okay. What do y'all think this is? Oh,
this is too small for me. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lady.
It's a lady. Lady Gaga?
No, Jennifer Gardner.
Jennifer Gardner? No, not Jennifer Gardner. How do you spell Jennifer Gardner's name? No.
Like it's Jennifer G-A-R something.
Oh, I'm like Jennifer is G-A-R? Really?
No, the last name.
Yep, nope, it's not Jennifer Gardner. It's Michael Jackson. Nope,
no.
It's not Michael Jackson. Nope, not Michael Jackson. I don't know how to spell Michael Jackson either.
Faith Evans.
Faith Evans? Nope, it's not Faith Evans.
Whoa, I was wrong.
Is it Lady Gaga? I mean, really?
No, it's not Lady Gaga. It's not Mel Gibson. It's not. I was trying this one earlier.
Let
me see.
Kim Kardashian? I don't know.
No.
Kim Kardashian. Let's see. Yeah. Nope, it's not Kim Kardashian. This person, I think this means that they make $1,800 less, or they make less than 1.8 billion. I think that's how much she's supposed to make. So,
is it Khloe Kardashian?
No.
So she's the person's older than Kim Kardashian, but younger than Mel Gibson. Yeah, here we go.
I don't know.
I'll say who else did you just guess, Sonny?
I said Khloe, but you said no.
No.
Khloe is a K.
Oh.
He can't spell. Poor man.
I don't know how to spell these people's name. No, it's no Kardashians. What do you think, Dane?
Emma, what's her name? What's the girl from Game of Thrones?
Emma. Girl from Game of Thrones. They played Daenerys?
Daenerys, what's her name?
She's younger than Kim Kardashian. This person's older than Kim Kardashian.
Not Chelsea Handler.
No, not Chelsea. She's
I don't know.
Chelsea Handler too. But younger than Mel Gibson. I was trying.
Who's gonna get a hint?
I know. I was trying to figure out how to get a hint. I was like, dang. Well, I guess these are the hints.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
We know it's a female.
Yeah, we definitely can tell it's female. Anybody else got it? Let's see. Let's try Jennifer Lopez. Younger than Jennifer Lopez, makes less money than Jennifer. That's what I'm trying to figure out what this
I can
means.
be anybody.
They make less money than this person. Oh, they're worth.
Scarlett Johansson.
Ooh, okay. Let's try Scarlett Johansson. Let's see.
Oh,
is it coming into from you? I think we kind of see her a little bit better, but it's not Scarlett.
So I could tell she's Caucasian.
I got that earlier. Oh, wait. I think I can see who this is. This is oh man, this is about to bug the heck out of me. Keela guessed Beyonce.
No.
Nope, not Beyonce.
It's a movie person. It's the female. She's American. I don't know. I don't like this game. The game sucked.
Dame got the first one straight off. All right, so last guess. Let's see. Demi Lovato. No, I just saw her name.
No.
It's a movie star.
Swank. Oh, Hilary
Swank.
You know what? I thought about her and I couldn't think of I couldn't think of what she played in because it popped in my head. You know what popped in my head? Great Debaters. Not the Great Debaters. What's the movie which she was with Mario in it?
I don't know.
What the fuck is the name of that movie? Freedom Riders.
She played in 90210 for a while. Karate Kid. And nothing else important.
Yeah. All right. That was the Who Are You game.
We sucked at that game.
Yeah, pretty much.
But when I get my laptop back, then maybe I could play it. But right now I can't. I can't see that.
Right. Where is the Hold on. Oh, this thing was posted twice with the list of me and not the date? I just noticed that. Oh, so there is one more I wanted to quickly discuss. Did you guys see the video of the two guys? It was on Shade Room, I think, and they were debating about Keela said, I still don't know these people. You don't know Hilary Swank? Dang.
She played in what's that? $1 Million Baby or something?
Yeah, she was in that.
Yeah, I'm a movie person, so
yeah, she's definitely been in a couple of things that I've liked for sure. She was a $1 Million Baby, Freedom Writers, P.S. I Love You, The Next Karate Kid. She was the Karate Kid, The Next Karate Kid.
Oh yeah.
She was in The Good Mother. That was the most recent film. The Resident. That was another one that was good. So yeah, she said never seen that. She's like, nope, I don't know. I Am Mother and The Good Mother. Oh shoot, she was in both of those films. Yeah, horror. It was the I think the I Am Mother was a horror film, or actually kind of like horror sci-fi. But yeah. But yeah, so it was this debate between these two guys having to do with the trying to find the thing real quick here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It was basically what they were discussing was the fact that the one of the guys was a richer guy. I guess he had, maybe he's an influencer, or maybe he just got money or whatever. And he had made comments saying that men that go 50-50 with their wife or girlfriend, that they're not men. He was saying that they should do better. They're not holding up to their responsibility as men, and that they're not real men. And so the other guy was saying, hey, you know, you're saying this as a person that's rich, you're saying this as a person that's got money, and you're not the, you know, you're not the decider of what a real man is, and you don't, you know, you don't know what's reality and that kind of thing. And so in terms of the conversation, you know, of course the rich guy was like, well, you know, it's not that I'm uh feel like you are not a man. He's like, I just feel like you can do better, or that you can do without until you are ready to provide 100% for a woman. So what's your thoughts on that in terms of that debate of, you know, does it diminish a man to be in a relationship where he has to go 50-50? Does it, you know, benefit him to wait to be in a relationship until he can do 100%? Or what's your thoughts on that?
Want me to go first?
Go for it. Yeah.
I don't think it makes him less of a man. I feel like in this day and age, there are a lot of women that make more money than men, right? Depending on the industry or whatever they're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't necessarily make him less of a man because he's not the 100% sole person that takes care of, covers the order as far as the household and making sure she's okay. For me personally, as long as you're contributing and you have, even if you're not making what I'm making, as long as you're being the man of the house instead of the man in the house, I'm good.
Right.
Money is not something that will make you feel like less of a man. You would more likely feel less of a man. I would feel like you're less of a man if you're a man in the house versus of the house. Like you're in there watching me, like, and that's basically saying we're in a relationship, but you're just not doing anything, and I'm over here covering the order and struggling to figure out how we're gonna make it, while you sitting there unbothered and don't really care too much about what's going on because you're not making any effort to make it work. So that will give me the idea that you're less of a man, because no man, just like no female, is gonna watch somebody in their house struggle to get by. Because if you get that, like to what Smoothies always say, what if lives and the man you're with is the sole breadwinner of the household, and he gets sick to the point where he can't work. Now you sat there being taken care of, and you don't know how to provide for the family. So now the family fails because he's down. He medically can't do it, and you can't even step up. So for me, I don't want. For me personally, I'm not speaking for all females, but for me, I don't want someone. I wouldn't feel comfortable with the guy just being the whole provider of the house, or the be the captain of the ship without my assistance. I mean, a lot of females would love that. I probably would if I got it and I felt comfortable and safe to do that. But at the same time, knowing me, I wouldn't stop working. I will still have a job. I will still be maintaining. Even if I'm not the person that's covering all the orders, I will still have money to able to help us if something should go left.
Right.
So it for me, it doesn't make it doesn't put in the me in the mindset of he's less of a man because of that. I would feel like he will be less of a man if he's just in there watching me struggle and he ain't really trying to assist. Then you will be not a man in my house. You will be bye.
Right.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah, Dane, what's your thoughts on this?
That's why you gotta go to one of those places on your first date and talk about stuff like that. Because if you think about it, you get to know what somebody's aspirations are and how their work ethic is on the first date. Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, okay.
Not necessarily on the first date. You could find that out in 3 dates in. I mean, you don't got, you know, that they work, but that doesn't mean that they're financially together.
Yeah. So you get to kind of get a feel of, is this something you can work with, or do they have something else that they want to do more, or they're just fine where they're at in a relationship. Like, I knew when I was dating my wife that I probably would never make more than her because she's going out for a real profession to go to school for. So it would take me winning the lotto to probably outpace her. as far as bringing in more money than her.
Now, was this something you discussed with her, and
yeah.
she became okay with, or
she was okay? Long as I'm putting effort in, I'm not just sitting on the couch when she come in, nothing's done around the house or anything like that. If I'm putting forth the effort to whatever it is I can bring to the table, and keep it there, not to just, well, she got the money, I'm going to chill out here, I'm going to work 4 days a week, work 3 days, get a part-time job, let me go to one of these fast food restaurants, watch everybody else have their first dates. So it's just, I'm, from his perspective, the guy who has the money, I think their perspective is little diluted because they haven't been in that position ever, or it's been a while where you don't remember how it was to struggle to get to where you're at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I and that's the thing. The guy was trying to the guy on the left side. This was he's the one.
Is that the one in the jogger or the one in the shorts?
Yeah, the one in the jogger is the one that's got the money. The one on the in the shorts, he makes $14 an hour and goes 50-50 with his girl. And Joy says she agrees with the man in the jogger. She says, I believe that financial decisions and discussions need to be had before marriage. Yeah,
that's facts. That's facts. We shouldn't wait. You should not be after the altar talking about finances. We should have been talked about that. I should know if you in debt. I should know all these things. And there's no, so that part I definitely agree. Yes, you should have financial decisions and discussions before marriage. Even in the dating aspect, you should know, because if you're gonna go in a relationship with this person, you need to know how they are financially. Not necessarily all of it, but at least some of it, because you need to know where they're at in their priorities. Because that's if their priorities aren't in order, you don't even want to date them.
Right. Yeah, no doubt.
I don't have I mean, for me personally, I've been through some things. I'm not about to go in a relationship with you and we move in together and I'm homeless. I've been homeless before. I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I don't want to do it anymore.
So this point Joy just made. Yeah, this point Joy just made. She says, I don't believe he forgot. He was just communicating where he came from. You don't get rich hanging with people in your same position. And so I think that's the thing, is he did make a comment about that. He said that, he told the guy in the shorts, look, I've been where you've been before. I understand where you're coming from. He's like, but when I was in your position as a person not making, a good amount of money, or, not able to provide 100% for my family, he's like, when I was in your position, I decided to do without, and I didn't have a wife, or I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't try to, have a household that I was trying to do. I did what I needed to do to get out of that position and into a better position to be able to provide. And I think that was a good point that he made, because I felt like, there is that thing of yeah, we can be in the trenches, but, in terms of, do you want to have somebody in the trenches with you when you know that you need to come out of that? That's the thing, making the realization that your either your goals or your aspirations don't equate or exceed what another person's does. That's one thing. Like Dane said, he came to the realization that, look, I know that I can make good money, but I know that, this person that I'm trying to bring into my life is going to make even a greater, amount. I'm not going to be unrealistic and say that, I'm gonna always make what she makes or make more than her. I'm always gonna, but I know what I can bring to this, and I know that I can still step up and be the leader of the home, the provider, or I can be, able to, be able to stand in that gap for her. I can be, there's other things, because I mean, let's be honest, financials sometimes don't always align. Sometimes financials don't always, mean that you're not a provider. It may just mean that you are, you may be able to provide in one way, but then now this other person may be able to do something different. I know when I was in a certain situation where I wasn't making as much, it was like I could pay all the bills, but now the person I was with, they could take care of the savings, they could take care of the insurance, or they could take care of the college fund, that kind of thing. So I think sometimes that we do have to consider that too. But in terms of like what Dame was saying, being able to say, you know what, I know, and I think Sunny that was her biggest point too. Like, I know that I'm not just sitting back and saying, you know what, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a real man. That's not a real leader. That's not a real provider, to be sitting back saying that, you got it, so I don't have to do anything. That's problematic. Joy said, I was the primary breadwinner in my marriage, and I will never step into that position again. And that's, that's the thing. And let's be honest, that's a traumatic thing to have to deal with, especially as a woman in a situation where you're not only being relied upon to provide financially, but you're also being relied upon to provide as a caretaker for the children, or a caretaker for the home, or both,
Or a caretaker for the home, the children, the man, everything. Like, no. So I definitely get that, because like I said, I know people that, like I said, who have a man in the house, not a man of the house. So it's a slap in the face to know that we are together and you're watching me struggle. To me, you're less than the man at that point, because what man is going to, that's the thing too, Joy, being a single parent while you're married or dating or in a relationship with the person you have a kid with. It's crazy. They really consider watching their kid as babysitting. Like, bro, you ain't got shit going on.
Right.
The least you could do is something. Like, but it's a lot. But I think we need to, and that's where the thing I always said, and like a lot of my friends criticize me for this, is like, I was never going to be in a relationship with my kid's father just because we had kids together.
Right, yeah.
And I think that people, not necessarily all people, a lot of people are in relationships because of the kids.
Yeah.
And it's not healthy. It's not helpful. It's not anything. You just out here struggling, miserable to save face for the kids. Meanwhile, you tearing up our kids by having them go into these roles where they feel like they need to have a person there. Yes, we want them to be better than us and make better choices than us. And but if go ahead.
Yeah, and that was the thing about this conversation too. The guy in the shorts was saying, like, what makes you the authority on this? My woman, she doesn't mind working and providing with me side by side. She and then the guy in the jogger was like, well, does your wife cook and clean? And the guy in the shorts was like, oh yeah, she does that. And he was like, and she takes care of the kids. And he was like, yeah. And he was like, but you also let her go to work for 8 to 16 hours a day. And then the guy kind of got quiet. Like, the guy in the joggers or the shorts kind of got quiet. He was like, yeah. He's like, I'm pretty sure if I talk to your wife, she would be crying. She would be upset because she knows that this is not natural. Like, this is not. And that was the thing. It's like, and not to say that he was given the full picture or that he was given the full explanation, because like when I was married at one point, I was taking care of kids, working. I had a business. My ex-wife at the time had the kids. Some of the time she had the job, she had a business as well. So it was like, you do have to be conscious of what everybody's doing, and it's not about just one person doing one thing, one person doing another sometimes, because sometimes we could be teaming up on things. But that's the thing, the way he made it did sound really lopsided. And it's like, yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Like, if you really feel like you want to do something that's 50-50, make it 50-50. Like, don't be sitting there like, yeah,
she got to do everything. Yeah.
But she over here doing everything, bro. Like, no, she can't be like Joy said, a single mom while y'all married, like that's.
Yeah, because it makes me think of a relationship that I was in where I wasn't making a lot of money and he was making.
Coming home from work, hustling, and had a whole, like you said, Sonny, a man in the house instead of a man of the house.
Yeah, because it makes me think of the relationship I was in when I was in my younger years. This guy I was dating, he made more money than me, but we both did stuff. So like, I gave some money towards the rent, not much, and he covered the rent. I covered all the other stuff. We both worked full-time jobs during the day. So we both alternated who cooked depending on who came home first. Or if you knew your schedule was to come home first, then you're cooking. And then if I'm off and the kids need to be doing stuff, I'm making sure the kids do what they need to do versus you having to take off. So it's that 50-50 relationship, not necessarily 50-50, everything is a half, but it's just balancing each other out. Like what you can't do, I can pick up the slack and those types of things. So I think that when people get in relationships, like I said, I think most women will want a man that could cover the order and make sure she's good. But like realistically speaking, sometimes we don't find that. Like we meet a guy, and if we're not on that type of time where he has to be able to cover all of everything, and we just sit back and just chill, most of us are making our own money. We're not the old housewives. I mean, some of us would like to be, and some of us don't want to be. So for that situation that guy's talking about, it may be good for one female, but it doesn't mean it's good for everybody. And we know that men meet women meet women of different kinds of walks of life. You have to be. It's a lot of men that probably wouldn't date me because I'm used to being by myself. I got a couple of things on my own without any assistance from them. So then they look at me like, what can I offer? And like, no, you can offer so much more. But they feel like they can't offer me much. Whereas
and that's the thing, a lot of people aren't equipped to provide the other parts, like the emotional support, the psychological support, being able to help you in your endeavors and your dreams, your aspirations, help you to, instead of working and hustling, you be like, you know what, I'd rather own my own business and be able to put you up into your own business and support you in that. A lot of men can't do that. A lot of men don't feel like that they want to be in the home taking care of kids when you're out, working so that you can get ahead in your career. So there is a lot of that where it's like, you're going to find a man that's going to be like, you know what, you're either too independent or you're not in that position that he wants you to be in to be able to accept his 100% proposal.
Yeah, because a lot of men like to take care of women.
It depends on what you want, what you personally want versus what they want to do for you.
Well, you know why this happens is because of the lack of communication, because they won't go to the Cheesecake Factory on our first date to find this stuff out. It's just plain and simple.
Right. So Joy, good point, Joy. Joy says sometimes men and women get comfortable. The man in the shorts is comfortable, and he was challenged, and that was the thing. I think
but see, he has to grow.
Way too personal and felt like it was an attack. And the guy in the jogger even said that, like you got so wrapped up in what I was saying versus understanding the lesson. You felt I was attacking you instead of understanding the lesson. And that's the thing. You got to understand the lesson, not the attack. It's not an attack on you. It's an attack on this on the status quo. It's an attack on this comfortability that you've fallen into. You got to stop getting so worked up about that part.
Yeah.
To be serious, it takes a lot of humility and not that big of an ego to actually listen to what he was saying before, because you can still get offended and be like, in that moment, you can get offended. Like, we've been there, Will. Like, somebody tell you what you need to do or what you should do, and you be like, this person's right.
Yeah, I tore the hell out of those moments. Like, I don't want to hear you, but I hear you, but fuck you at the same time, but I heard you.
Yeah, like he's not wrong. I can't get mad at him. I'm mad at myself right now. He's not wrong.
And I think that's what it was. He is mad at himself, really. Let's be honest. Especially when he heard the man tell him.
But who happy with making $14 an hour? I'm just saying.
You make $14 an hour, but you got a wife and kids or a girlfriend and kids, and you make her go work and come home and take care of those kids and take care of the house and take care of you. But you sitting at work with $14.
And God forbid she takes you tired and don't want to hump.
You know who's happy with that $14 an hour? Somebody who's making less than 10 before.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. But that's the thing. You get that comfortable, or you get into that position of like, okay, this is good enough, and like Joy said, everyone needs that accountability partner, and that's what the guy in the jogger was trying to be, accountability to him. Like, hey, I get that you think that you got it right now, but you don't got it. You gotta do better. You gotta do more. What did he said at the beginning of the video? Something like, you think you're going hard, but you got to go harder. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he said you think you got it hard, but you got to go harder. You got to overcome the hard if you want to be successful at this. And don't be mad at me because I'm successful. You know, be mad at the situation that you're now in, that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or that you're not doing it at the level you're supposed to be doing it at. You know,
yeah.
I have no problem with my woman working. I have no problem with her paying certain things or doing certain things. But I'm also not going to sit here and be like, it's okay for me to not be able to say, oh, you want to take some time off, or you want to be able to do this, or you want to go to this on this trip, or you want to be able to have me get you this, or you want to be able to, have some comfort in life. I'm not about to sit here and not give that to her, because my thing is that I want that for myself. So I definitely want that for my woman. I'm not about to sit here and be like, you know what, I'm struggling, so we both gonna struggle. No, I'm sorry. I'd rather not be in a relationship than sit here and pull somebody down with me. I just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Great conversation. Great talks. Definitely had some great topics in there today.
I missed the beginning part.
Oh yeah, we was having fun earlier. We had all the fun. We had a party. Keela was here. The whole we got I must say we got Jamie on the video. Everything. You missed it all, Sonny. No, I'm just joking.
we had a tribute to the.
We do need to get Jamie on here one day. Jamie always in the comments. Always.
Yes.
I'm posting comments.
Shout out to Keela. She was up in here.
I know. Shout out to Keela. Keela always in here.
Yes.
That's I was about to say that's my baby, but she a grown woman now, but I raised Keela. But yeah, shout out to Jamie and Keela. Appreciate them for joining in. Shout out to Joy. We ain't had Joy on the show in a minute.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see her name pop up. Like, all right, Joy. So I'm out. I got to be in this conversation.
Right, exactly. This is right up Joy Alley. She'd be like, hold on, let me get in here and tell these men what's up.
Let me pull my hair back. Let me pull my hair back. Start typing. Right.
But y'all know where to find us. We always here with great conversations, great topics. Make sure you get at us. And my thing is not working. We got plenty of content here Mondays at 10 p.m. here on the GFT Radio Show. The How to Hustle podcast with Hype, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube, as well as on the audio platforms starting on Monday mornings rather. Make sure y'all go check out his latest episode about the culture. So make sure y'all check that out. That'll premiere tomorrow at 2 p.m. on YouTube, but it's already on the audio platforms. Styles and Chevy recap. We will be back this Wednesday talking about Loki season 2 episodes 3 and 4. So make sure y'all get with us on Wednesday for that. Sex with Sunny live. We got 2 shows each Friday, or 2 Fridays each month. I think your last show was in about a month ago.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting my laptop fixed. I got a lot of stuff happening, so.
Yep, no doubt. But no, she'll be back soon with more episodes of that, and definitely looking forward to the new content there. And like I said, make sure y'all hit the notification bell, like, follow, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the button now, subscribe. I know y'all not subscribed because I don't see 6,000 subscribers on my channel yet. Put that subscribe button on. Quit playing
that
with me.
Part.
So make sure y'all follow our page, follow our videos. Hit the notification bell on YouTube. Do the notification bell so you'll know when we dropping videos, or on Twitch too. We got I think there's a notification bell over there too. So hit that notification bell if you're watching from Twitch. All right. Sonny, tell the folks where they can find you.
All right, so it's me. I am Sunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm live on there, so go check that out. You can go to my website, unreservedlyme.com.
I need some more clips.
You need what?
More clips from Sunny. Haven't seen any funny clips in a minute.
I know I gotta do one.
I know you've been busy, so you can catch me at Another Level Up on Instagram, Shinlo21 on Twitch and Xbox Network, and Checkmate21 on TikTok.
For sure. He couldn't join tonight, but make sure y'all check out Hype. He's over at I Am Hype on IG and Twitter. How to Hustle podcast over on YouTube, on our YouTube page, as well as Custom Hustle World and H2H Cleaners for his clothing line as well as the cleaning shop. So make sure y'all get with him on those platforms. And it's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG, Twitter, and Threads. I'm Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. Make sure you hit me up on stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to. Of course, I had to start listening to the new Drake. I got some new Mary J. Blige on there. I got some other new stuff on there that I've been listening to on the XM radio and all that good stuff. So some new unreleased stuff, some new local stuff. I got some 42 Doug I just dropped on there. So make sure y'all go check out stylesradio.com. WillieStyles.info for all my links. All right. Make sure y'all get at us. Until next time, we are out.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, gftradioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Perspective, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores/GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on GFTRadioshow.com for all of our audio and video playbacks as well.